Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I am Aaron Loomis. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Good
All
man, doing
right.
reviews from the beach. What could be wrong?
That's right. So today we are talking about the Rojas KSG. Cigar is a Lancero 7.5 by 38. Comes out of the Florida San Luis factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano Maduro. Binder is Nicaraguan Samoto, and the filter is from Nicaragua. It is blended by Noel Rojas. Price point is $12, and the cigar was released in April of 2020. So with all that out of the way, Jiunn, what was your experience with this cigar?
It was good. This is the return of Noel that I was expecting and that I missed from his, departure, or when he was doing it more full time with his brand and his associated brands that he was working with. But um, first of all, I thought I don't know about you guys, but when I go through like the pre-edit experience, I just kind of it's almost like just checking off the box, right? But on rare occasions, if I see something that's really nice, such as this wrapper, I thought this wrapper was really pretty. Had this like rustic cross between like Colorado Red and like Maduro shade to it, that I thought was really nice. So, but the more important part, the smoking experience, super flavorful. Really enjoy. It was a great burning Lancero, or Lancero-ish, I guess. Had a nice red pepper spice base, like some nice accented semi-sweet chocolate, creamy bread, cedar, and all of these notes just kind of, especially that spice, just kind of like gradually increased as the cigar went through. So it kept me engaged. It was tasty, and by the time I was done in it, I thought, hey, I'm definitely want more of these. So I had a great experience. It's a good cigar.
All right, Seth, what were your overall thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, this was the No Rojas that I was expecting and did not miss upon his return to release the cigars. I was not impressed with the cigar. I saw the blend. I was really intrigued with the tobacco, and went in. It just was a poor Lancero, in my opinion. It was wrapper was overpowering the flavors of the tobacco, and just kind of left with a really lacking experience on my end. John?
I'm gonna go Team June. This is a Noel Rojas that I know and love, and thank God he's back and making good cigars. Because I got to tell you, this 2020 year, beyond everything else that's happening, has been one of the toughest years to do reviews. So it's so nice when you can sit down with a cigar and, like June was saying, first of all, the thing has a lot of complications going on. There's a lot of artisanal touches on this, which I appreciate, but the flavor performance matches the presentation, which is always nice. And as June was saying, there's this wonderful baking spice, breadiness, creaminess, graham cracker, cocoa. I mean, it's just a delight to smoke, and it's not overpowering in the palate. And the nice thing is that this is one of those few cigars that's consistent in flavor from first third, second third, and the last third, which continues to deliver. For me, the flavor performance was great. It's nice to see someone do a true Lancero, quote unquote, but it's still a 38 ring gauge, so I didn't cheat and add two ring gauges in there to get extra tobacco in. Unfortunately, I had just tons of burn problems. Relights, it went out, which, really disappointing. Now, it could have been that I was just smoking this really slowly, but I felt like my puffing on it was fairly timed, so I don't think it was me. Curiously, the draw was absolutely perfect, so no issues there. Aaron, what was your overall experience like?
Yeah, I thought the cigar was really nice through the first two thirds. Kind of dropped down to average in the final third when the char and the bitterness joined in. But I think it's a really flavorful Lancero. Really full flavors with a low strength level. So that's kind of a nice combination that you don't see all that often. I'd definitely be up for smoking more of these. I had burn issues, same as John did. So I went out 3 times in the first third, so all those relights. So maybe probably took a little bit of a hit on the flavor going that way. So if I smoked it again, had a perfect burn, curious to see what the flavor would be look like there. But I enjoyed it. I'd smoke more of them. All right, let's get the score. Start at the top with Jiunn, 7.07. John was next at 6.87. I gave it a 6.37, and Seth gave it a 5.28. So Jiunn had that 707 matchup for you.
Actually, well, this is probably Of the what? How many new releases we smoked so far?
Probably
Too many.
20, 25.
20, 25, mid 20s. This is one of the few in which it scored well, and it'll be a good contender for my year. For if I have my own year list, it'll be a contender for because we're trying to consolidate into one this year. But anyways, yeah, this is the Noel that I miss. You know, I think his best cigars are friendly to the palate, right? It's not too strong, very like easily identifiable kind of flavors, and it's just tasty, right? Like, and this whole thing that he's trying to do with like creating smaller cigars, I think I'm super happy with because I miss those days, especially like a few years ago, smoking a lot more Cuban cigars back then and really enjoying the Petit Coronas, Lanceros, and just basically anything that's like 43 ring-gauge and lower, right? And I'm super glad that someone in the non-Cuban industry, a brand, is focusing on that. So
All right, John, 6.87.
Basically, Jiunn saying he wants to have your tobacco babies, and I'm right there with him. This is one of the rare occurrences where I'd say the score doesn't really reflect the true nature of the cigar. I should be up in the 707 with Jiunn, and it's really, like I said, that burn that held it back. Flavor performance wise, this is absolutely a sevens. And like I was at the halfway point of this cigar, and I was like, man, I need to smoke more of these in my life because it has been a tough year for some reviews. So, like Jiunn was saying, bring back some of the more classic style sizes and keep doing them this well because, man, it's such a delight to review.
Yeah, my 6.37 matches up well. I mean, it's a good flavor profile. Just some burn issues in there that kind of knocked it down a little. Otherwise, I'd be in the high sixes, a little bit behind Jiunn and John. But yeah, this was definitely a bright spot so far on the 2020 release list. So it was nice to see. Hoping he does some more thin ring gauge releases coming up soon. All right, Seth, 5.28.
I'm all alone here.
Yes.
So I wrote a haiku.
All right.
I am an island. I feel the waves beating me. I stand against them.
Probably.
No, listen, I need to smoke more of them, but I wasn't sold on it. So maybe it's just, the weather. It's been friggin' hot and humid all the time. That could have just dominated the wrapper. So I'm not a big Ecuadorian Habano Maduro fan either.
No, you're not.
Who was it that used a bunch of them? I'm trying to remember. Cordovan Morales used it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other final thoughts from you guys on this one?
Do we have more of his stuff to review in the pipeline?
We don't have any more in the pipeline. He doesn't have anything else for 2020
Damn it.
so far. But,
Damn it. Noel, what the hell, man?
You get 1 and 1, man. That's what you get.
He has some stuff from last year that we might be able to track down and bring in. So we'll see what we can do. All right, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. We'll also check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts. So iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
KSG!